Some of your coworkers are finishing their jobs by noon. They aren't cutting corners. They have figured out something you haven't. Yet. You've spent years grinding through exhausting 8-hour days, and honestly, that used to make sense. You put your head down, push through the burnout, and hope someone eventually rewards your loyalty. But that entire version of the world just quietly disappeared. Because while you are typing away, someone else is getting 10 hours of output done in 60 minutes. And the wildest part isn't that they are using AI. It's exactly how they are using it. Most people open ChatGPT, type a basic question, get a generic answer, and go right back to doing the heavy lifting themselves. But the people reclaiming their afternoons are playing a completely different game. They aren't using AI to search for information. They are using it to run entire workflows. Think about how a traditional 10-hour project actually works. You spend 3 hours researching, 4 hours organizing it, and 3 hours staring at a blank screen trying to make it all sound smart. Every single step drains your biological energy. But what if you stopped acting like the factory worker and started acting like the factory owner? Because right now, you have access to tools that can handle the heavy lifting. ChatGPT for writing and analysis, Claude for deep reasoning and long documents, Perplexity for research that would normally take you an hour of Googling, Cursor for writing and editing code, and that's just the starting lineup. The key is to stop treating these as fancy search engines and start treating them as your team. Let me show you exactly what this looks like with a real task. Let's say you need to write a massive quarterly strategy report. The old way means opening a blank document and letting your soul slowly leave your body. Here's the new way. Step 1. Open Claude and paste in your raw notes, every random thought, old email thread, and messy metric you have. Don't ask it to write the report. Ask it to act as a strategy consultant and organize your chaos into 3 clear pillars. 15 seconds later, 3 hours of mental heavy lifting is done. Step 2. Paste in a previous report you wrote and tell Claude to match your exact tone. Another 15 seconds and you have a full first draft. Step 3. Open Perplexity and search for the latest industry data to back up your claims. Perplexity gives you real sources with links so you aren't making things up. Paste those stats into your draft and ask Claude to weave them in naturally. You just did 7 hours of work in under 20 minutes. Instead of spending the day typing, you spend 40 minutes reviewing and sharpening a finished draft. You become the director. The AI does the typing, but you provide the taste. Here is why this works. The actual value you create isn't in the physical act of typing. It's in the original idea and the final polish. Everything in between, the formatting, the organizing, the first draft, is just friction. When you remove that friction, you suddenly have the bandwidth to do work that actually matters. But why do so many people try this and end up frustrated? Why do their AI-written emails sound like a robotic corporate textbook? Because they are skipping the most important step, giving context. If you walk up to a stranger on the street and say, "Write my marketing strategy," they will fail. They don't know your business, your audience, or your voice. Yet this is what most people do with AI every single day. They type a one-sentence prompt and expect a masterpiece. The people finishing at noon do the opposite. Before they ask for a result, they load the AI with context. Here is a real example. Instead of typing, "Write me an email," they type something like, "You are my assistant. Write an email to an angry client named Sarah. Apologize without accepting legal liability. Offer a 10% discount. Keep it under 150 words. Match the tone of this previous email I sent." And then they paste it in. That extra 90 seconds of setup saves you 30 minutes of rewriting. The AI doesn't want freedom. It wants a detailed project brief. And you can save these prompts. Build yourself a personal library, a sales email prompt, a report prompt, a meeting summary prompt. Reuse them every single week. And you don't stop at the first output. The first draft the AI gives you is just a starting point. It's the worst version of the final product. Instead of accepting it and rewriting manually, you push the machine harder. Tell it to make the argument sharper. Ask it to cut all the corporate jargon and speak like a normal human. Ask it to find the blind spot in its own logic. You are having a high-speed ping-pong match of ideas, refining faster than you could ever type. 3 rounds of feedback in ChatGPT or Claude takes 2 minutes. Doing it yourself takes an hour. But here is the trap that almost everyone falls into. They discover this power, and then they waste it on infinite tweaking. They spend 3 hours perfecting a prompt to save 1 hour of writing. They get addicted to the magic trick and lose sight of the actual goal. The objective is not to build the world's most complex prompt. The objective is to get an 80% draft as violently fast as possible. Because taking something from 80% to 100% is where your human brain excels. Your empathy, your intuition, your lived experience, that is what makes the final product actually matter. The AI is the bulldozer that clears the road. You are the one who drives. And this brings us to the real unfair advantage. When you compress 10 hours into one, you are left with 9 hours of free space. Most people are terrified of this because they tie their worth to their struggle. If they aren't sweating, they feel like they aren't working. But here's the truth. Struggle is not a proxy for value. Leverage is. When you reclaim those hours, you don't ask your boss for more typing to do. You use that time to think about where your industry is heading. You build relationships that no machine can replicate. You step back from the daily panic and actually look at the horizon. Or, honestly, you just go live your life. You can step away from your desk while everyone else is still drowning in busy work. Go for a run. Pick up your kids. Start building something of your own on the side. The future of work is not about who can bleed the most over their keyboard. It's about who can direct the most intelligence with the most precision. The people who figure this out are pulling away from the pack at terrifying speed. They are becoming irreplaceable by using the exact tool everyone else fears will replace them. So here is what you do tomorrow morning. Pick one task that normally takes you hours. Open ChatGPT or Claude. Load it with context, who you are, what you need, what good looks like. Get that 80% draft. Then spend your time on the part that actually matters, making it yours. Hit subscribe so you catch the next one, and drop a comment. What's the first task you are going to hand off to AI?